Write down what you love about yourself right now. All the great things about you right now, write them down. Hey guys, Vicky Lemons here, and welcome to my channel. If you are new, welcome, and if you are returning, welcome back. I am so glad to have you here. So in this video, we are going to talk about husband and I committed to each other's freedom. What does that mean? Well, the one thing that has really helped us and in our marriage tremendously is the fact that we are committed to each other's freedom. We are committed to each other becoming the best version of ourselves. We are committed with each other. We are committed to each other living their most authentic self, living their dreams, figuring out who they were called to be, and walking in that purpose, even if that has nothing to do with where their path takes them. I'm doing this for me, and he's doing his dreams for him. And it took us a long time to get there. Not that we didn't want to be there. We just didn't know how to get there. We didn't know that was something that we needed. When we got married, you have to remember, we got married very young. I was 19, he was 21. So I was a teenager. And so that's teenager to 20s, 30s, and now I'm in my 40s. Not only did I grow up with him, I grew as a woman, into a woman with him. And when you marry so young and you've been together so long, you tend to think you have to do everything together. We have to grow our business together. We have to grow our life together, and it has to mash and mess and make sense, right? But no, it doesn't. I am completely opposite than my husband, and we're both wonderful people. What we had to realize is that it's okay for me to live my, crazy big dreams, and it's okay for him to live his dreams, however he wants to live his dreams. And his dreams don't have to coincide with mine, and my dreams don't have to coincide with his. And in the past, I was really focused on helping him build his career and with my children. And then after he retired, it became our real estate business. And what I realized is that, and we were doing well, doing really well, but I wasn't fulfilled. There was a piece of me just missing. And what I realized is that that's because that's not what my purpose was. That's not what I was passionate about. I was doing it with my husband because it felt like that's what we should be doing, something together, because we've always been together, growing together, doing everything together. And many years ago, before I wrote my first book, I had a lot of resentment because I always felt like I was pouring so much into my husband and his career, and every time we moved around as a military family, I had to stop what I was doing and rebuild myself, and he never had to do that. It took a lot of reflection, it took a lot of prayer, it took a lot of growth for me in therapy, for me to realize that I was the only one stopping me. It wasn't him stopping me. I chose to pour into him the way I did. I chose to not work on my dreams. I chose to not figure out what I was created to do. And when I realized his dreams have nothing to do with mine, that I can go out and live my big crazy dreams no matter what it is, and they have nothing to do with him. That was like game changing for me. That was like, you see couples all the time and they say they grew apart. Well, I feel like that's how they grew apart. They grew apart because they were waiting for the other one to get on board with their dreams. You don't want to do the things I want to do. They shouldn't have to want to do the things you want to do. They should be able to live their life the way they want to live their life. And you should be able to live your life the way you want to live your life. And then you meet up in the middle. So you have someone there to love on you. You have a confidant, someone to share your days with, to say, I had a milestone today. I was able to accomplish this, and they have your back no matter what. That's what my husband brings to me, his constant support, his constant love, his constant, excitement for if I'm happy, he's happy, and vice versa. And he doesn't even know half the stuff I do with building my dreams. He just knows I get to work, I'm happy doing it, and that makes him happy. And it has nothing to do with him. It has nothing to do with him or his dreams. And he's perfectly fine living, doing what he's doing right now. And I had to learn over time to be okay with that, because like I said earlier, sometimes we want them to be as ostentatious as us. We want their dreams to be as what we think is as grand as ours. But just because his dreams aren't like mine to be, a world-renowned motivational speaker or, best-selling book author or whatever, just because his dreams were to be a high school guidance counselor doesn't make his dreams less than mine. It doesn't make my dreams more than his. That's his dream, and he's living his dream. These are my dreams, and I'm living my dreams, and the two don't collide at any point. But we are husband and wife, and I'm my most authentic self, and he's his most authentic self, and together we can love each other from a place of wholeness and not a place of lack. And that's the beauty of committing to each other's freedom. He's committed to me flying high, being who I want to be, being who I was created to be, and I am for him. I choose to love whoever he wakes up to be tomorrow, and he chooses to love whoever I wake up to be tomorrow. Whatever I decide tomorrow morning that I want to do with my life, he chooses today to love that version of me. And there's something about being in that freeness that grows you together. It brings you together. It makes you more of a union than being the person who, it makes you more of a union than being the couple who's just trying to make it work because you're together. I'm gonna do what he's doing because we're together. He needs to follow my dreams because my dreams are gonna take us here. If that's not his dreams, he'll never be fulfilled. You'll never experience him at his best. You'll never experience him as his most authentic self, the person he was literally created to be. You'll never get to see that version of him if you're always wanting him to. If I'm always wanting my husband to be a part of my dreams and to help me build he'll never be doing his thing, and he won't never experience what it feels like to be his most authentic self. I don't want that version of him. I don't want the version of him that comes from lack, that comes from non-fulfillment. I want the version of him that walks from work every day like, I love what I do. I'm living the dream. I love it. That's the version I want of him, and that's the version he wants of me. And we get to be that because we are committed to each other's freedom. We are committed to each other being free to be who we are, who we were created to be. So, as always, guys, I hope this message has helped someone. I pray it does. I thank you for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe. You can find me on all social media platforms. Thank you, and God bless.